To build anything that truly lasts, it takes time.
Short-lived as tensions between Elon Musk and Donald Trump have escalated again, and the latest clash began when Donald Trump took an aim at Musk with a sharp remark, suggesting that he could be deported if he doesn't align with him politically. Now, in response, Elon Musk has fired back, signaling that he won't back down from the president's threats, and he says that it is so tempting to escalate this, but I will refrain for now. That is what Elon Musk has been writing, as many of this face-offs that has now been witnessed is mainly on social media. Well, this time, all right, let's get in a word from Srinjoy now. Srinjoy, we've seen the Epstein files bomb that was dropped by Elon Musk. Thereafter came a regret. And now he seems to be tempted to make even, drop more bombshells. But does he have learned from his previous mistake, or he is waiting for the right time?
Yes, what does Elon Musk have on Donald Trump? That's something a lot of people in America want to know. They have been in touch for a long time. So he has hinted several times that he knows things about Donald Trump, which he will release at certain times. Clearly, there is much more here. As far as Donald Trump is concerned, he's naturally quite miffed that someone who supported him so strongly now opposes him, particularly as far as his bill is concerned, his budget is concerned. Now, Musk believes that there is too much pork barrel there. There should be huge cuts there. Donald Trump replies by saying, nobody in the world has ever got as much subsidies as Elon Musk, particularly on space and other issues. Now we have to see what Elon Musk does vis-a-vis the American party. Is he really serious about starting a third party, an alternative to the Democrats and the Republicans? History does not support him, but he has money on his side, and he has the power of X, which is really now the fifth estate. Now, if that is so, it will be quite a fight, except that Elon Musk has 3.5 years to wait before Donald Trump ends his tenure as president and the next elections take place.
All right. Please to stay on with us, Srinjoy, because as far as this big, beautiful bill is now concerned, we'll be focusing on that, because this beautiful relation between the two big shots in the world, when we speak of President Donald Trump, the most powerful president, and the world's most richest man, which is Elon Musk, this seems to be season 2 of Trump versus Musk fight. Now, as the United States Senate has moved closer on a vote on White House's massive tax and immigration agenda, Musk has now threatened that he will launch a new party altogether, which he is called as the America Party. Now, he calls it as an alternative to Democrat-Republican uniparty structure, where he had recently accused the Republicans of colluding with the Democrats on U.S. debt reduction, despite their opposing claims. Now, he has warned that if the lawmakers pass Trump's spending bill, a narrow margin already that we are looking at as J.D. Vance playing the tiebreaker in this role, then the next day itself, Elon Musk had announced that he would launch a new party. He says that this will ensure that the people of America actually have a voice. Now, soon after that, Donald Trump has hit back, threatening to direct the Department of Government Efficiency, the very same DOGE that was one led by Elon Musk. He is now threatened that he will put DOGE on Elon Musk, suggesting that DOGE should rather take a look at the subsidies that Tesla chiefs companies have received. Now, this, as per Donald Trump, could save big money, but Donald Trump first defended his view on EV, saying that Musk knew before he endorsed him as the president, and then said that Musk would have to close shop and head back home to South Africa if he did not get the EV subsidies in America. Now, soon after that, Elon Musk came up with a dare to the threat of Donald Trump, posting that I am literally saying cut it all out now. Donald Trump then later asked if Musk would be deported First, he said he doesn't know, and then Donald Trump reiterated that he might have to put Dodge on Elon Musk. Now, that has been Donald Trump's statement. We know that he is of a kind that he will continue to go back and forth, but there has been a little bit about the bill that seems to have ended this bromance that seems to be short-lived. Now, Trump's one big beautiful bill that proposes hike in debt ceiling by nearly $5 trillion, the largest in the U.S. history. And according to the Congressional Budget Office, the legislation that is projected to add around $3.3 trillion to the national debt in over 10 years. Now, this is the biggest concern, where Elon Musk has called it as a debt slavery bill. The bill that has July 4th Independence Day deadline is self-imposed by Donald Trump himself, where the U.S. legislators have decided whether to increase the country's debt ceiling or to risk a catastrophic default of nearly $36.2 trillion in debt. Apart from this, the bill also proposes to increase spending in areas like defense, border security and energy, while it also proposes significant cuts to healthcare and nutrition programs as well. This has seen a narrow margin that was witnessed in the U.S. Senate. Now, as far as Donald Trump is concerned, because there seems to be a fresh tirade against the new New York mayoral candidate, who is Zohran Mamdani. We've already seen how personal potshots that have been taken by Donald Trump against Mamdani. First was his social media post saying that he looks terrible, has a grating voice, is a lunatic communist. According to Donald Trump, now he seems to have gone a step further, with the U.S. President saying that the country doesn't need a communist, even saying that his arrest was a possibility if he opposed the arrest of illegal immigrants in New York. Now, Mamdani, to which has issued a statement following Donald Trump's threat, saying that he will not accept this intimidation by the President of the United States. While following his official confirmation as the Democratic candidate, Donald Trump has denounced Mamdani profusely, calling him as a lunatic, as a communist, as he called for his arrest. The president, meanwhile, has also raised doubts over the legality of Mamdani's citizenship as well. And as far as ICE is concerned, which is the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, well, Donald Trump has said that if Mamdani stops the ICE from doing its work in America, which is one of the most populous cities, then he has said that this will be coming at a time where Mamdani has said that he has refused to be intimidated by President Donald Trump and his threats as well. But it seems that Mamdani is of the opinion, saying that President of the United States, who threatened to have me arrested, strip me of my citizenship, put me in a detention camp and to be deported, not because I've broken any law, but because I will refuse to let the ICE terrorize our city. Now, this is coming at a time when Donald Trump, time and again, and on personal account as well, have taken on Zohran Mamdani. Now, as far as Mamdani is now concerned, he has issued a statement as far as now hitting back at Donald Trump. Let's put that out as far as the statement of Zohran Mamdani is now concerned, because he says that he refuses to be intimidated by the threats that have now been issued by Donald Trump. He says that he has not violated any law, but such kind of statements that have now been issued by Donald Trump, he says that he will not be intimidated. Let's take a look exactly when it comes to the response that is now coming in from the Indian origin lawmaker there. The new mayoral, as far as when it comes to New York City, this is what Mamdani says, that the President of the United States just threatened to have me arrested, stripped of my citizenship, put me in a detention camp and deported, not because I've broken any law, but because I will refuse to let the ICE terrorize our city. His statements don't just represent an attack on our democracy, but an attempt to send a message to every New Yorker who refuses to hide in the shadows. If you speak up, they will come for you. We will not accept this intimidation. Mamdani goes on to say further that Trump included praise for Eric Adams in his authoritarian threats is unsurprising, but highlights the urgency of bringing an end to this mayor's time in the city hall at the very moment when MAGA Republicans are attempting to destroy the social safety net, kick millions of New Yorkers off health care, and enrich their billionaire donors at the expense of working families. It is a scandal that Eric Adams echoes in this president's division, which is distraction and hate. Voters will resoundingly reject it in November. Now, Srinjoy is connected with us right now. Srinjoy, as we speak of another round of escalation that seems to be taking place, now this is between Mamdani and Donald Trump. Of course, the highlight, we can highlight what Mamdani has now issued saying that he will not be put out or will be put down of these threats and intimidation by the President of the United States.
He is not mayor of New York as yet. He has won the Democratic nomination defeating Cuomo. But he is not mayor. But since New York is a very Democrat, a very blue city, chances of his becoming the next mayor are very high. The one point that now has to be remembered is that, is he an American citizen? If he is an American citizen, and quite naturally, then what can Donald Trump do? How can you deport someone who is an American citizen? So these are things that have to be looked at. But one thing is very clear. If Donald Trump has called him a lunatic communist, then the Trump people are making it very clear that they are going to go after Mamdani. And they will look at all his background to see how he became an American citizen, and all those things will be looked at very carefully. But if he is an American citizen, there's not much you can do. That's really the point.
Absolutely. As far as Mamdani is now concerned, who officially became the Democratic candidate for mayoral in New York City and now will be facing the general election in November, and all out as far as this face-off is now concerned seems to be escalating between Mamdani and the President of the United States, which is Donald Trump. Srinjoy, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in. We'll get you more back after a short break.